What's happening, YouTube? This is probably going to be the advice of the entire year. If you're between the ages of 18 and let's say 26, right? The number one thing we shouldn't do is live outside your means because you're trying to impress a party, because you're trying to impress girls, guys, whichever peers that don't really care about you like that aren't your family, that aren't really supporting you like that. We'll often try to go into renting an apartment when we know in our minds we cannot afford it in any way, shape, or form. We will take credit cards, go into debts to buy things to impress people we don't know. Right? Here's the bottom line. We got to get disciplined and we got to use this time wisely to work as much as we can, to save as much as we can. That means you won't have all the pleasures. You won't have all the girls over you're trying to get over, right? If you're a guy, because I know a lot of guys will get an apartment for just that reason. You're not getting an apartment for any other reason but that reason, right? If that's your only reason, that's not a good reason. Or if you're a girl, you're trying to impress your friends, and listen, if you're gonna jump into something like renting an apartment, split it with 4 people, split it with 3 people to split the costs, to split the expenses. If you want to get a car, get something that gets you back and forth that isn't too expensive. If you have relatives that live in the same area as you, it doesn't make sense for you to be renting because you could be living with your relatives and saving money so that you have more to make the moves you want after. You're gonna have to delay gratification in order to get to the place you want to get. But the problem is, people are trying to do things to impress other people. People don't really want to do these things. They're just doing it to impress their friends. They're doing it to say, I live on my own. Doing it to say, I have a nice car. Doing it to say, I have this much things. When they really have no money to their name. How much money do you have to your name? How much freedom do you have? Are you getting nightmares because of what bills you didn't have paid? Are you putting yourself in debt to impress people? Because let me say this right now. The time you use between 18 and 25 is going to determine how you are going to be in your 30s. Stop spending your time trying to impress people. I know a lot of guys don't get respect for living at home after a certain age. I don't know why, right? But in a lot of cases, I understand because a lot of guys, right, will stay at home but be comfortable and do nothing with it. If you're staying at home and you're within the age of 18 and 25, you need to have a plan. You need to have a 1 year plan. You need to have a 2 year plan, 5 year plan, 10 year plan. You cannot be lazy. You gotta have something in mind you want to save. Right? And of course, people are never going to understand. People are never going to, that's impossible. How are you going to do that? Here's what I want you to do. Have a goal for savings for 1 year, for 2 years, for 5 years, 10 years. Keep it to yourself and go after it each and every day you wake up. I'm not saying you're going to be in your house for 10 years. Obviously not. Right? But between the time of 18 and 25, you need to be busy working and saving money. That's when you have the most energy. That's when you have the most energy and the most motivation. Stop going into debt to impress the opposite sex. Stop going into debt to impress peers. They don't care about you like that. You need to look after yourself. You need to put yourself in a position to where you're the most successful, right? Bringing yourself to a financial crisis that brings you back isn't doing that. Even though it looks like you have the apartment, you have the nice cars, you have all the things, you really have no money to your name. Right? I do not want to be put in the category with people that are living at home or living below their means because they have a plan. You got to have a plan. You got to have a plan. Right? For the amount of money you save. You don't know what may happen in the future. You don't know if you're gonna go back to school because I know tuition doesn't. It's not cheap. You don't know if you're gonna move at a certain point. You don't know when you're gonna have a job and you're gonna have to move, right? By the age of 20, you need to have at least 10K saved. You need to have at least 10K saved. Before you go out somewhere, you need to have at least 10K saved. Do you have 10K to your name? That's basic. That's simple. You got to find a way to save money. There's no way around it. Between the ages of 18 and 25 shouldn't be just party, party, party. You got to think about using your time, making money, and saving money. And many ways you can do that is not by eating out so much, not by going out every single weekend, not by spending money on things you cannot afford, not by trying to rent when you live literally 30 minutes away or literally 10 minutes away. It doesn't make sense. If you have friends and relatives in the area, team up and split the costs. Stop trying to do things to impress people to put yourself in a financial crisis, right? I'm not gonna dictate my self-respect for what people think of me because I'm delaying gratification to get something in the future, right? You got to use your time wisely to do what you have to do to be in a better position financially, right? You want to be in the point where you're free. You're free. You don't have bills haunting you in your dreams. This is the realest advice you're gonna have in 2020. Learn how to not value people's opinions so much. Learn how to live. I'm sorry, to live below your means so that you're in a better place financially. A lot of people drive nice cars, but what money do they have to their name? A lot of people live alone and stuff. What money do they have to their name? A lot of people live in apartments but don't eat. A lot of people have all these things but cannot eat. A lot of people have all these things and are eating out every day. They cannot even get groceries, right? They cannot even get a gym membership. They cannot even invest in something to learn so that that knowledge they get can make them more money in the future. They cannot spend money on things that are tangible. Instead of spending money on an apartment to impress a girl, to impress a guy, to say that I live alone, to say that I have a car, to say that I have this. I'm not saying it's not bad to have. I'm not saying it's bad to have those things. I'm not. I'm saying it's bad when it's not within your means. Live within your means. Whatever you're dealing with right now is temporarily. You're gonna get out of it as long as you have a plan. A 1 year plan, 2 year plan, 5 years, 10 years. You got to have a plan. Not everything is about impressing. Not everything is about pleasure. Right? Nobody's gonna tell you this advice. Learn how to save money. Learn how to not do things to impress people. Learn how to not do things, put yourself in a financial crisis to just for your friends to say you're cool, you're independent, or whatever other bullshit to say. Right? I want you guys to really think about this. This is the realest advice you're gonna get. Live within your means. Stop trying to do things to impress people. If you're in a position to where you live at home, you're still in university, just got out of university, do not have your full-time employment yet, or whatever the case may be, find a way to get a side job or something. And even though you're not working many hours, find a way to save every penny. That means you're not gonna go out as many weekends. That means you're not gonna buy the new PlayStation, the new sneakers. That means you're not gonna always have what you want now, but it's just temporarily. It's just temporarily. You gotta think long term. You gotta think ahead. You cannot just think about now. What makes me happy now? You gotta think ahead. Right? I really want you guys to understand this because this is a common problem between people at the ages of 18 and even 30 trying to impress peers. That don't matter. Right? And once it's time to make your move, and everybody's timeline is going to be different, you'll be ready. You'll be ready to go and not be going back and forth or coming back. Right? But put yourself in a better position. Do not compare yourself to the people that are moving faster than you. You don't know what is happening behind what they have or where they're at. Put yourself in a better position. Learn how to save money and not do things to gratify what people think. Live within your means. That's the best advice I have for you. There's more motivation. Thank you for listening. More videos coming up. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Like, share, comment down below what you think. I'll see you later. Peace.